Today, engineering is arguably the largest and most important field of study in the world. In a society with rapidly developing technology and constant appeal for change, people rely mainly on engineers to get this job done. However, engineering is a field dominated by men, as women often choose to follow other career paths. According to the National Girls Collaborative Project, women make up half of the total U.S. college-educated workforce, but only 29% of the science and engineering workforce. This number is far too low, as women can offer just as much of the field of engineering as any man. Unfortunately, the issue is not only of a gender gap, but also includes a significantly lopsided ratio of race. In its professional ranks, astronomers are 90% white, 14% Asian, 1% black, 1% Latino, and 0% Native American, according to data from the 2007 Nelson Diversity Survey. Action must be taken up against these stark differences, as the world as a whole has come too far to succumb to these social stereotypes. Astronomy has come a long way since its beginnings, as represented in the book Hidden Figures by Margaret Lee Shetterly. Women were first hired by NASA to be human computers, in which their task was to make tedious calculations for rocket launches. But the reason they were hired was because they didn't have to be paid as much as men, while providing the same quality work. They then began hiring black women, who were subsequently paid even less than the white women. This all changed when 3 young African American women displayed their brilliance in the Project Mercury space mission. They were in large part responsible for the safety and success of the 7 astronauts aboard the Mercury spacecraft. This set the bar for not only black women in astronomy, but also every other race currently outnumbered by whites in this field. Amazingly, since 2009, black women have been the most educated group in the United States. According to the National Center for Education Statistics, by both race and gender, a higher percentage of black women, 9.7%, are enrolled in college than any other group, topping Asian women 8.7%, white women 7.1%, and white men 6.1%. This is a huge breakthrough for the African American community, and this also plays a large part in the employment of black women in highly educational fields, such as astronomy. The battle for racial justice seems to be a never-ending dilemma, and when it comes to engineering, and more specifically astronomy, white men are still regarded as a superior race. The gender and racial gap needs to be repaired, as it will provide for a more amicable working environment and, most importantly, opportunity.
Created using Powtoon.